It's more than life, take advantage. We gon' get this money, stack this paper, and be alright. We gon' run it, keep on finish on sight. I go out for my squad and I put that on squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah. They gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But just stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Trevor Siemian's Broncos going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line with the Denver Broncos. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Ooh, with a juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to...
You know I got money, but I'm in a hole. Scared with that when I'm home. All they want to do is
get in the third levels, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind.
Anderson loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Dalton to his big target, Eifert for the Cincinnati first. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Screenplay, Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll run for it. Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. They run again on first down. Anderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, 37 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run on first down. Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Dalton. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 20! And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 19. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Dalton throwing on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Again, Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Third down now, it's C.J. Anderson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Simeon now on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here we go. Green.
On first down, it's Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down. Dalton hitting LaFell. The toss play to Mixon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Andy Dalton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Here's Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Passing. It's Dalton. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the toss, Mixon. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Now a run with Anderson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Oh, passing it. Dalton throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Yeah. To the bowl. Boy, you over there getting beat over there on that man 18, ain't you, boy? Hold on, let me see what the score is. Ooh.
I'm just waiting till my Black Ops download. That's why I'm playing this. They ain't that for real.
No, I do.
I can't even hit no nigga.
They picked the best song that people be making. That they like.
He getting back up, man, knocking him down. Nigga, I'm just waiting for my Black Ops 3 download. I'm gonna get out there anyway.
Man, you losing, man.
Stay right there.
The game over.
Losing? You lost it.
Yeah.
Yup.
Just wait till my Black Ops download. And I just got back, bro.
My internet be messing up.
I ain't get on Black Ops in like 2 months.
I can't even get it killed.
Hey, hold up right quick.
Oh shit. Look at this, fam. Never. Boy, this thing is glitching so bad. Dang, I'm too sick already.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18.
Ain't can't even walk up in the house.
Ahead, the all-three linebacking team is well represented as we've got two of them on display here. It's Sean Lee and Von Miller.
Okay, Larry, we are
This gonna make me mad.
miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, my top. What you got?
Off we go from Sports Authority Field. Cody Latimer now on the return.
Shopping front, baby. Drive the
Across the
top.
25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I'm finna go in the game chat real quick.
You said what?
I'm finna go to game chat. He getting back up, man, knocking them down. Jacob protect me, no. This nigga shifting and shit. I'm shift homie. Ah, this nigga tapped it. He tapped it.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards.
What can you eat, right? Give me the...
Denver has the first down. The play going
Oh my
for
God,
15 yards.
There are so many things to watch for
Yeah, okay.
defense. And reading your
I want to let my nigga go. Ow.
have your eyes in the right place. Sometimes you have that play action there.
Ah, fuck that.
Dump it over the top to him. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on
Now you niggas don't want no. Let's go.
He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. A very solid gain of 27.
Jacob protect me, you know nothing wrong.
To the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot.
He get back up, man, knocking him down.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Look at that hole. Why the fuck my shit ain't running?
Athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
I can just go.
Control their bodies when they run their routes.
Where that other controller? Where that gold controller?
Defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we
And
step
this
aside here in this
still
first
one
quarter.
controller. Work, man, this shit tripping.
And it's just for y'all.
Yeah. I'm finna change after this clip.
9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So right now, what I'm seeing,
Put me on call, man, you niggas around no smoke.
quicker than they can react.
Man,
They're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Call it a gain of 4 on first. and
but
that'll
say you
make it
get
second
back up, man, knocking him down.
On second
Try to
down,
go up and then get it. I fucking went through the hole, man. Hold up, I'm finna change niggas.
the gain there, and now
Hold
they're
up,
left.
Today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add
Shit
up as the
tripping,
game
bro.
goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Man, this nigga got this covered. I'm finna turn him here, bitch. You dumb. That was stupid. Oh, he hit my ass. I see Jack on screen.
Knocked flat on his back at the 1-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Touchdown.
Try and get him in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
And we play tomorrow. We play the Chargers, bro. We finna kill them, nigga.
And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the
He
opening.
getting back up, then knocking him down.
And this one through the uprights and good.
God, and you know, smoke.
You gonna watch the game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
I might be.
This will be
We
taken
play
to
a
the back
team
of the
though,
end
so
zone.
Down.
oh, good kick. Oh, this bitch just killed my ass.
Across the 35.
Yeah, he did. This nigga did.
Down to 36.
You can tell how the way he doing.
He get a time and shit. Well, I'm finna lock this down. All I gotta do is pick Van Miller in the middle. Then he go knock it down. Man, they switch his side. Why they do that? They tripping. This dude last game did, bro.
On first and 10, Prescott.
Bitch.
Hold up.
Gonna get this one out to his
Good shit.
finding some room.
I'm gonna wait till he move. Then I'm gonna hit his ass.
Trying to jump, just wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Boom.
That's all for the surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
He getting back up, man, knocking him down.
First down, Prescott.
What did he see?
Just gonna dump this
Yeah.
off to his fullback out of the backfield. And
He
the
like
stop
to
here
check
will
and
call
do some
that at the
shit.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Let's go! Who that is?
And the play goes nowhere.
That little bird,
Losing
come on.
yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
Oh, he caught me like that.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man. It's his
Pit it out here back.
31, and that's enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Oh, drop that gun. Oh, dude, they cheated. That nigga deep about that juicy shit.
You know me, you know that I'm about whatever. You want it with me, that's the bitch you can go with it. They squashing that bitch up, just how to talk with the dog. The only way this shit gon' end.
Hey, that nigga good with that juicy shit, boy. Yeah, we gon' try. That nigga shut the fuck out of me. I can't wait to Black Ops 3 get download, boy. My KD finna be so high this time. Oh, I fumbled. Man, this shit I'm playing, this nigga. Damn, this nigga. Yeah. My KD is 206 now. I ain't make these niggas mad saying no rookie deal. You tell them about well. Move. Well, you go get your head bust. Oh, this nigga got he got young button. Stupid ass, yup, real. From my house, I with a 22. Keep out the wood, tell them people why I did to you. Rain down, man. Dang, he got me. Oh, tripping. Let's go. What that was? That's my nigga. You better get that field goal, homie. That nigga can do a fake field goal and get his ass blocked. Strong with that block. Oh, he gonna go for it. Face now, see, look, yeah, look, I ain't got no respect. You might think I'm gone. Oh, let's go. I'm glad he didn't do that. I knew it. I knew he could fucking throw it, bro. That's why I made him my outside linebacker zone. What's the kid with me, so squat though with that too. Try to take my jewelry on when you go. Oh, he a fish. I can't play on pro, but I think we on pro. I got found. Oh man. Tripping. No, pull it. Oh yeah.
Stop, you stop.
Oh yeah, TD. He ain't catch. Don't tell it, TD. Ain't that nigga slow. Let's go. Young niggas run document like most of the weeks met you like. Perfect. No, I missed it. Same man, shit, bro. They don't tell. That nigga playing with the Cowboys, you know what I'm yeah, bitch. I'm chilling with this one and playing. I'm taking that one in my team. You nigga ain't never know shit, man. Real. He acting like fun, ain't really who he is. Bitch! Fuck out of here, nigga. Show him how to touch a meal. You better throw the bitch.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Deep. You gonna change that bitch right there. My nigga Ben finna knock him down. Bitch. Let's go. Don't let a nigga run down the clip. Don't let a nigga come stuff your neck. You know that we going on dick. Eat. What you gonna do with that boy trying to fade? This nigga got that bitch. Don't point the finger up and bang it on the nigga. No hesitate, we ain't no business. Take something me, rock out his fingers. Reach my time to get hit with his living. Walk in the loud week. Oh yeah, damn it. That my nigga TJ Stewart. Oh yeah. Faggot. Tell me how you do. My Zayford, I'm sticking me a nigga. Dumb ass nigga. TJ Stewart. Let's eat. Oh, family chicken. Me too. 2 minutes wide. I'm going to the garden. Yeah, we try. Then no pitch. We live life in the legend. Going on. And then you know, I'm talking. Ah, he read them. That nigga got the block. Yeah, damn, what's up? Since I'm in the dream, I've been chasing my dream on double XL but not the magazine. My heart full of hate, my chest full of pain. No one trying to know what I played. You hit that case. You don't sign my face. Yeah. You don't let it come sign my face. Ain't no way I'm gonna upload the story. Go! AJ Green. I think this is me now. Fucking eat where I got that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jared Crick able to get him for a loss of about 3. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds.
A lot of diamonds on my body. I'm just 17. right now, too. That nigga caught me like fish. That nigga goofy, bro. Nigga real goofy. I ain't finna touch my car, bro.
Bitch, I grew up in the jungle like I'm Tarzan. Next to who I ever visit, I'm like Harlan. Don't get me wrong, it's like I'm living my
Man, I love it.
But I
Nigga
got a
wouldn't think
separate
my
myself
shit
a fuck shit. But I keep that burner on me, I ain't worried.
Oh,
When I fucking touch, ain't nothing like the other rappers.
I ain't thugging.
So you better watch the
Oh, yeah. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. You might well give up, my nigga. Like diamonds on my body. I don't think when we sit when they oh fuck I missed. Oh, let's go. I'm getting on the phone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Williams, the man in motion left. On second down, Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run for it. McFadden. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go now.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Anderson a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Welcome back now to Denver. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now brings up 4th down.
Now Prescott, flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Back to throw, Simeon. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he finds Beasley complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong, didn't lead.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. C.J. Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, 24 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
It's my mind.